Ben? You want to meet him?
Oh, show.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, tasty morsels. It's Reverse BLT here. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today is the end of Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's part 6. Heading into this finale, I think it's just going to be... okay, so thematically, it really should be a final showdown between Obi-Wan and Vader. I'm not really sure how that's going to play out because I don't know how Vader is going to... Wait, no, I do. I do know how Vader's going to... I don't know why I didn't think about this. They made a point out of telling us that the ship that the Path members escaped on with Obi-Wan did not have a functioning hyperdrive. So Vader's Star Destroyer will simply be able to track it, and so it'll follow that way. Reva also found the little hologram puck with the message from Bail talking about Luke on Tatooine, so presumably she's heading there. So Obi-Wan should be heading, well, wherever the Path members are heading first, but then trying to get to Alderaan with Leia. I don't know if that's where they're going to or what, but that's where he should be going, is Alderaan. And Reva is going to Tatooine, which should divert Obi-Wan back to there, either after he finishes dropping off Leia or while he's in the middle of trying to go to Alderaan to do that. So anyway, let's find out how everybody comes back together, who fights whom, and answer the crucial question of why Vader, after the events of this miniseries, thought that Obi-Wan was done and dusted and dealt with for 20 years. Let's find out. Let's get right into this. There are certain scenes in this fictional series that some viewers may find upsetting. That's the second thing I've watched
Where is he?
this week that's had a warning like that. No, wait, the previous one was the last episode of Obi-Wan. I just thought about that.
No!
May the Force be.
I'm still mad at Obi-Wan for not just using the Force to pull her through the door. He could have done that. I saw one of the other YouTubers said that Vader's powers were on cooldown. That's why he didn't pull back the other shuttle. Because I was definitely like, dude, it's right there. Just do what you did before.
For the will to live.
And I still want to know how this motherfucker managed to survive. He got run through the chest with a lightsaber. But then again, so does she. Clearly those wounds are not fatal for some reason. Oh, it's the asshole from the meat place.
I have something to say.
Wait your
Yeah,
turn.
dude. You deserve to whatever's about to happen to you. Fucking bully. Bullies are always weak. Just pop them on the fucking nose as hard as you can. Most of the time they'll fold.
I'm looking for a farmer.
Hyperdrive's almost ready. Move all power to the rear shields.
Shouldn't you have done that already?
I'm the one that Vader wants. If I go, he will follow.
I'm not letting you!
Leia, please.
Wait, what happened to all of us staying together?
You've spent 10 years protecting the Jedi. This is my chance to return that favor. You are all the future. You are the future.
Hero moment.
You're what needs to survive.
Funny, I know he survives, but I'm still sad. Noble sacrifices always get me.
We need to leave, bro. We need to take Luke and hide somewhere.
Where? In the desert? I'm not leaving my home. At least here we have a chance.
If we stay, we need help.
I'm not putting anyone else in danger, Owen.
I never understand people who are like, I'm not leaving my home. Your home is exactly where they're going to come to get you, and you have no way to stop them.
She would have wanted you to have it.
It's empty.
Well, I wasn't going to give you a blaster, Leia. You're 10 years old.
So clearly, Alderaan is not America. No. I really enjoyed this little relationship. I didn't know I needed this, but the folks at Lucasfilm clearly knew I did.
We're tracking an escape craft. There's one life form aboard.
That's him.
My lord, we must continue our pursuit of the insurgents. We cannot prioritize one lone Jedi.
He is not just any Jedi.
Grand Inquisitor, you might be about to get your ass handed to you.
Follow Kenobi.
At once, Lord Vader.
Here's an idea. Launch fighters. You have long-range fighters to go after the path.
Have you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan?
I will do what I must.
Yeah, there's the old form. Really mean it this time, hey Ben? Why haven't you opened fire yet, buddy? Oh, fucking hell, Owen. Oh, if he had spent more time practicing shooting, he would have ended that in one shot. It's like Obi-Wan finally knocked the rust off himself a little.
Your strength has returned. But the weakness still remains.
Obi-Wan was always best at defensive fighting, basically. He's really good at, like,
That is why
waiting for moments.
you will always lose.
I tell you, man, the moment the Jedi realize that they can use the Force to fly, it's all over for everybody. Oh, this is like hitting me in some phobias right here. Don't like it. Hey, Obi-Wan. Hey, Obi-Wan, can you hear me?
Truly think that you could defeat me?
Use the Force, Obi-Wan.
Failed.
Use the Force, Obi-Wan. Dude, you just got bitch slapped with a fucking box. Wait, did your blaster run out or something? You could have just, like, right when she came in, bang! Right to the head. Why do people keep forgetting the resources they have? I mean, it's a good thing Vader didn't stick around to confirm the kill, so. Now we have our answer as to why he thought Obi-Wan was dead for so long. Qui-Gon gonna come and give you a pep talk real quick? Oh, okay. Memories of the other kids, the future. Will give you the strength you need. So I guess this fight isn't over. We still need a definitive moment, though, to make Vader think he defeated him. Stop it with the fancy twirlies! Okay, Obi-Wan. Worst game of dodgeball ever. And Reva meets her in thanks to Tuskens. How funny would that be? She just gets taken out by a bunch of Tusken Raiders, and then Jawas come and loot her corpse. Okay, you could have. That was a moment you could have had a kill shot, Obi-Wan. Another moment you could have ended it. Oh, there was a wound that was missing, and I had noticed that and we just got it. Because I had noticed that in Phantom Menace, that like when we saw his scarred face and everything, there was a wound that wasn't present, that was present in Return of the Jedi when he took his mask off. Oh wait, no. They didn't actually do it.
Anakin.
There is no Anakin, there's only Zool.
I'm sorry, Anakin. For all of it.
I am not your failure,
Obi-Wan.
Oh, great use of sound design.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker.
I did.
I did.
Then my friend is truly dead.
I see you addressing plot holes. I never really thought it was a plot hole anyway. But I guess some people did. Of how he, like, said that Vader killed Anakin.
Darth.
So did Obi-Wan not realize that Darth is a title? He thought it was a name. Alright, so his Star Destroyer is still there, right? What the hell? Why did they not take him out as he was leaving the planet? Empire, do you tactic, bro?
Luke.
Shouldn't it still take days, maybe even weeks for him to get here, though? Just shows up 5 minutes later. Can you do it? Can you also become a youngling slayer? Yada yada.
Luke!
Luke!
Where is he?
They don't know, Obi-Wan. That's why they're out in the middle of the desert yelling his name. Though obviously they didn't go too far. I changed my mind. I couldn't do it. Hey, guys, sorry I tried to kill y'all. I love the music. It's like the music was really trying to convince us that she killed Luke. Like none of us have seen the the other movies. Young fool.
I couldn't do it.
Only now at the end do you understand.
I couldn't do it. I failed them.
You haven't failed them by showing mercy. You have given them peace.
Do you even give anyone peace in the Star Wars universe? There's no afterlife, typically, right?
Who you become now.
It was up to you.
Well, hell, she should be dead from that fucking gut wound. Do you have the strength to carry on, or are you gonna fucking off yourself? By the way, guys, these are the moments this actress was chosen for. She's very good in these quiet, emotional moments. She just doesn't have the voice for loud screaming, I want to fucking kill you all. Not everybody can do that. It's not really her fault. It's not an acting problem. So I assume that she will show up in some of the other shows later. Forging her new path. Ah, Mustafar. Vader, you lost a lot of face today.
You think you're funny?
You seem agitated, my friend.
He will not evade me again.
I'm gonna assume that Sidious is gonna basically order him not to.
Your thoughts
On this feeling are clear.
clear on this, Lord Vader. Perhaps your feelings for your old master have left you weakened.
Kenobi means nothing. I serve only you,
Okay.
my master.
Well, I'll give them credit for making sure that they closed that loop, that hole in the plot. Are your days of trying to run away from official court functions over, Leia? That's right. Wearing my gun belt everywhere now, until I have a blaster to put in it.
Is that a holster?
America. Well, let's get you a blaster to put in that thing.
I love it. You said there were many ways to lead.
Looks like I was right.
If I'm going to do this, I'm going to want to change a few things.
Okay.
And change things together.
You know you don't get the lead yet, right?
We can never repay you.
Well, she has already done that.
They can give you a few credits so you don't have to keep slumming it in that meat factory.
The Empire grows stronger and bolder.
Well, if you ever need my help again,
they rule the galaxy.
You know where to find me.
I'm not surprised that they are bold. That a quiet little setup for season 2? If you need me again, call me.
So what do you do now?
I don't know.
Hang out in the desert. Talk to myself.
You are wise, discerning, kind-hearted.
Oh,
these are qualities that came from your mother.
Princess Leia theme.
But you're also passionate and fearless, forthright. And these are gifts from your father. Both were exceptional people who bore an exceptional daughter.
Ain't that the truth?
Will I ever see you again?
Maybe.
Yeah, like 20 years.
Someday. If you ever need help from a tired old man. But we must be careful.
Again, explains why she didn't contact him for like 20 years.
Goodbye, Princess. May the Force be with you.
Oh, Lola fits into the holster. Hey, but what happened to Lola in all these years? Did Leia just like forget all about Lola when she got older? Yep, gotta change locations. This one's compromised. And your Jawa buddy's gonna be pissed though. He's gonna come here looking to sell something and be like, what the fuck?
You know, you were right. He just needs to be a boy. The future will take care of itself.
Yeah, the Force has plans for that one.
Take good care of him.
Oh, well.
Oh, and I still want to give him this toy. No, take it.
You want to meet him?
Oh, fuck, show. Man.
Hello there.
General Kenobi. Oh, that's how you manipulate emotions correctly. Hey, wait, Qui-Gon. I would think you'd be freaking out just a little bit more.
Well, took you long enough.
Beginning to think you'd never come.
I was always here, Obi-Wan. You just were not ready to see.
Wait, you were always here? Were you watching him masturbate?
You've got a ways to go.
Dirty old man. Man, Natalie Holt did a really good job with the music. Rockiness aside, I enjoyed this series. The story was one that I think was worth telling, even though it wasn't really one that I thought I really needed. But I would say this whole thing where they developed this relationship between Obi-Wan and young Leia, that really just made the show for me. I enjoyed seeing this sort of examination of, you know, the aftermath of the events that we saw in the prequel trilogy and the way things fell apart with Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationship, the consequences of Order 66, and all these things, you know, I think these characters are all, you know, they were all handled well. I felt like everyone was believable. The only thing is that, like, there were obviously some cases of moon logic where, like, you know, I didn't quite understand, for instance, like Reva's plan. There were certain aspects of it that seemed like they really shouldn't have worked. The way that that Vader used Reva didn't make sense to me, because, like I said in the previous episode, he really should have been able to track Obi-Wan or figure out that there was a connection between Obi-Wan and the Organas and all these other sorts of things, and, you know, come across the same basic plans that Reva was doing without having her around. So if he always knew she was there trying to betray him, it didn't make sense. Unless he literally was just doing one of those things like he would do in the comics sometimes, where he just would keep threats around because he thought it was a fun little challenge, you know, keep himself sharp, and also just to see if any of them actually could come close to doing something to him, you know. I mean, Sith are weird. I really enjoyed the relationships. That's what the show excelled at, I think. Just like even the negative ones and the positive ones, the show did a really good job of just sort of zeroing in on the relationships between these characters. I did sense a little bit of a tease for a potential second season, and yeah, I think I would actually be interested in seeing that. Especially liked how this script did a really good job of finding plausible reasons for why the events of this story didn't disrupt the intervening time, giving us reasons for why Vader didn't continue the hunt for Obi-Wan, even though he knew he was out there. Gave us an actual pretty good fight in terms of, like, you know, the language of the fight, and like seeing how even though Vader is more powerful, he could still lose to Obi-Wan, especially once Obi-Wan really committed himself to the fight, so that, you know, his earlier performance wasn't quite as much, you know, not knowing what he was doing or losing his skills, but just still being unwilling, or again being unwilling to really face Vader or face Anakin. It was more about his own guilt over what he had done. And interestingly enough, Vader basically freed him of that by telling him, look, you know, you didn't even kill Anakin Skywalker, I did. You know, and yeah, that's true, because Sidious told him, you know, even though I don't think we saw this part in the films, but, you know, the novelizations and everything, in the lore, we know that one of the reasons why he went to kill all the younglings is because Sidious told him that he needed to strengthen himself in the dark side, and in order to do that, he basically needed to steep himself in suffering and pain and hate, and just basically go out there and be awful and commit awful acts, and that would make him more and more powerful, and that would make him capable of saving Padme. And of course, obviously, it was all manipulation. It was fun seeing the director, like, leveling up bit by bit as the series went on. I'm really curious to know what her previous experience is, because I mean, I don't think they went and tapped somebody with no experience, but I imagine that this project was either something that was very much a new kind of thing for her, like maybe she's more like, this is what I would expect to find if I dig into her background. I'm gonna have to do that, but I'm expecting to find a director who has a lot of dramatic experience, but not really a lot of action experience. That's what I would expect to find, because I think that she filmed all of the, you know, all of the emotional beats well, all of the character moments and interactions. I think she filmed well, and what she struggled with was action, especially chase sequences. That seemed to be her biggest weakness. But everything else she was quite competent with, I think. So that's what I'm gonna expect, that she just, you know, she's new to action. And filming action is a very different process from filming, you know, regular stuff. You can really see it. That's why you have some people like, you know, Michael Bay and Zack Snyder, who you can't take their ability to film action away from those guys. Those guys are fantastic at filming action. Their character moments are usually pretty shit. But their action sequences are freaking impeccable. And then you have the flip side here, where, you know, you have a director who was very good at the character stuff, but very weak when it came to filming action. Though, again, noticeable improvement as the series went on. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Obi-Wan. What did you think of the finale? What did you think of the series overall? And do your best, as always, to stay safe and be well. And I will see you for the next thing, whatever that thing is. I know Ahsoka is coming at some point. And we're about to, I guess, kick off an interpretation of the Heir to the Empire series with Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, you guys, it's a great time to be a nerd. May the Force be with you. Bye-bye.